Batman the Animated Series continues on, which means so do the reactions. Coming back to Batman the Animated Series this week for episode 25, I believe it is. So yeah, I love this show. I keep saying every time, but what was the last episode? Last episode was the return of Robin, Dick Grayson. It was a nice little Scarecrow episode with a lot of cameos in it. Loved that. And yeah, also about that video, it got copyright claimed, but it's fine. Last episode was a lot of fun. I really enjoy Scarecrow as a villain. I said that he was my second favourite Batman villain of all time, behind the Joker, who was also in that episode for a little cameo. Thank you, Mark Hamill. But yeah, I wonder if we'll be getting... Will we be returning with a villain? Because I think besides Joker, besides Joker and now Scarecrow, we've yet to see another villain return for a new story. I mean, the cameos from the last episode don't count, but so yeah, I think besides Joker and Scarecrow, we've yet to see one of those villains that we've already had return, or will we be getting a new villain? I said last week for the Batman reaction that I'm waiting on Riddler and Bane to make their appearances, but I just don't know, and we won't know until we watch the episode. So shall we just get into Batman the Animated Series, Season 1, Episode 25, starting now. Bring it to me. Clock King, new villain. And one I've heard of, surprisingly.
Get out of your routine for a few minutes. Do you take a coffee break?
Of course, every day, at 3 on the dot.
Then take it at 3:15.
But my schedule...
Forget your schedule for one day.
It's good to have a routine, though. But maybe not second by second. Look at him. He can't relax. Oh...
You little brats.
Yeah, they are. Oh no. First time he ever deviates from his schedule, it screws him over. I can't watch it. It's so painful.
Due to his failure to appear, this court finds your client in default.
No, you can't. I'll be rude.
Then perhaps this will teach you to be on time for a change.
Is he going to hold a vendetta against Hill because of that?
Nothing works right in this city no more. I fear this does not bode well for his campaign. No, it doesn't. And that may be exactly the point.
He already knows. Oh, I thought he was going to go into the car on one side and come out Batman on the other side, but then that's probably too obvious. Oh, he's changing into his suit on the way up. That's even better.
It's about time you showed up. I suppose you want to know why.
Ooh, look at the glasses.
The 9:15 is always 6 minutes early.
Wow. Batman's out in the daytime as well. This is so weird.
So I'm putting you out of my misery by simply removing all the oxygen from the room. The process will take 15 minutes, which is exactly 17 minutes less than the time it would take you to burn through the door with that oxyacetylene torch of yours. And I don't recommend trying to open the pump's housing. It's rigged with a vibration-sensitive explosive. Of course, if you want to get blown to bits, that's fine with me. Either way, it's time to say adieu, Batman.
Wow.
Clear the platform, please. Here comes some more of our mayor's incompetence.
Oh, they're coming from opposite ends. That's a hell of a statement. 10 seconds away from losing all of his oxygen. Oh! The explosion would have taken away most of the oxygen as well. But then oxygen comes rushing in from the hole, so... Risky move, but it's the only one he had.
At 3:15 on the dot, those crush like an insect.
3:15.
Oh my lord! The lawsuit!
Oh.
I'm here to clean your clock, Fugit.
Don't count on it, Batman. When it comes to clocks, I am king. On guard.
There's no way this guy should be able to touch him. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Who committed no crime against you?
He did worse. He made me late.
Okay. I mean, I don't like being late usually either, but I don't go crazy over it. Yep, there he is.
News footage of you, and I know that it takes you exactly a 20th of a second to throw a punch.
But it only takes me a 30th of a second to do this.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's got a mad beat going on right now. The shaking of the screen is throwing me off. But that doesn't look... Did he just die?
You think we'll hear from him again? I wouldn't be surprised, Commissioner. In fact, I'd say it's only a matter of time.
Oh. Wow, wow, wow. What an episode. That was a lot of fun. Very intelligent as well, I think. Very interesting villain, Clock King. I didn't think I'd like Clock King that much. When I first saw it, I was like, oh god, Clock King, what's gonna happen here? This is probably gonna be a bit boring. But he was very interesting. Okay, what did I write down? Clock King. Let's talk about Clock King first. That was an interesting origin story that they wrote for him. That's probably his origins. That's probably his origin story in the comics as well. Well, similar because this show can exaggerate some things when it comes to characters' origin stories, but for the most part, it remains pretty loyal to a lot of things. Yeah, guy so wound up like a clock, you'd say. He schedules like almost every minute of his day, and the one day that he decides, well, the one day that someone tells him to do it different, his life goes to hell. There was the 7-year time jump, which doesn't play into much, but obviously he like I saw the mayor on Mayor Hill on the thing on the train at the beginning. I was like, does the mayor really take the subway? But then it turned out he was just a counsellor, a lawyer, who was part of the company that Clock King, I can't remember his actual name, Fugal, something like that. So Mayor Hill, well, Councillor Hill was part of the company that Fugal was in the court against, but Hill had nothing to do with it. But then after everything went to hell, Fugal got it in his head that Mayor Hill purposefully told him to change his day up so that he would lose the trial, lose the court hearing. I was surprised that Hill actually recognised him if it was 7 years ago and it was just one conversation on the train. He was a lawyer and then he was the mayor. A lot of people he's got to meet, a lot of meetings. He would have been a very busy man over those 7 years to remember one conversation on the train. That's a mad muscle memory right there. Very intelligent Clock King as well, especially when he locked Batman in that vault. He was saying like, okay, you've got 15 minutes to get out before all the oxygen disappears, but it'll take longer than that for your acid to burn through the vault door, and then there's no point in opening the box for the bomb because it'll just explode anyway. Like, he knew what Batman was going to do, but how? Not many people should know much about Batman. It's not like he is kind of a celebrity, but he's not exactly someone that you can go to meet and greets for. So it's very interesting that he was able to predict what Batman would try and do, and then there was the fight in the clock tower as well. He's definitely studied that area to be moving up. it was fun seeing him like move about the gears and everything. Like at the back, he knew the whole gear system like the back of his hand because he's the clock king, and he was just in his element. It's almost relatable as well because obviously there's people love to keep to a schedule. I like to keep to a schedule. It's why I Monday record Ben 10, Tuesday edit and upload Ben 10, Wednesday record Batman, Thursday edit and upload Batman, Friday record My Hero Academia, Saturday edit and upload My Hero Academia. I have a routine of my own because it's easier to keep track of things that way. I can't just decide like, you know what, today I'm gonna record Batman, and then the next day, you know what, I'm gonna not edit Batman. I'm gonna record Ben 10. I can't do things that way. I need to have a system, and sometimes it can lead to me getting a bit irritated when I don't keep to schedules and stuff like that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna be off schedule with this recording because it's happening a lot. This recording is happening a lot later than I would have liked it to. I wanted to start recording this episode at 7 o'clock in the evening. It's now 10:30 and I've not even finished it yet. So I'm off schedule and it's slightly annoying, but it's OCD, isn't it? It's like you want everything to work as it should and when it should. And that guy was just so hell bent on it that it drove him crazy when something different happened. But to cause a subway crash, though, hopefully there were no people on board those trains. It's so strange what can happen, and the car crash as well, the car jam. It's so strange how much chaos can happen when you just adjust timing of things by a little bit. Like everything runs on a routine, like subways and traffic stops and everything like that. But when you mess it up, just bad things happen. And that's a very interesting concept to go for. I am in awe of the imagination that some people have when they think about creating characters like this that can relate to certain people for such a small thing that probably in the grand scheme of things doesn't look like it matters for even. It doesn't look like it matters at all, but for some people like me, I relate to the clock king a bit there because I like my schedule. I don't like when things are off schedule. But for people to have certain creators to have that imagination where they can make characters that relate to other people on that in that kind of way, in such insignificant ways in the grand scheme of things. But wow, it's genius, isn't it? Myself, like at my workplace, I'm not going to tell you exactly what I do at work, but I'm supposed to test things, make sure they work well. I'm not going to say what I test or anything, but I'm supposed to test things at work. When I first started, I only managed to test like 50 or so products a day. Now I'm reaching levels of 120, 130, and I've only been there like 9 months. I spent like 2 months of that out of work because of quarantine. But yeah, when I first started, I was only able to do like 50, reaching up to 60s, maybe 70, and now I'm doing over 120 to 130. I did 137 today. 140 is my record, but that's timing. You've got like gets faster. You can improve timing and stuff like that. So timing is a it's a strange thing to think like, oh, if you don't spend a certain amount of time on this, you can spend a certain amount of time on that. I'm getting into a weird conversation here, but with myself. You know what? Put down in the comments like what kind of schedules you have, or if you like to be spontaneous and do things on the fly. That'll be interesting. I'd like to see how you do that, because I'm a schedule kind of guy. I need to know I need things to happen at certain times, and I don't like when the schedule gets disrupted. As scheduled, usually at the end of each video that I do, I say I'm going to try and do it faster this time. I usually say about my Patreon, but I'm going to do it a bit faster this time. Okay, so you want to watch the full length of this video, go over to Patreon and watch the full length for $3 a month, or you can go for the $5 a month tier, in which case you get the full length and 4 weeks early access instead. Well, you can get the full length and 4 weeks early access for $5 a month. But there is another tier where you can subscribe for $10 a month. You'll get monthly monthly reactions to certain movies. You'll also get the early access to the episodes and the full length for episodes as well. I hope I did that faster than usual. But yeah, that's all we have for today. Until next time, we are over and out.